To start off, perhaps you could tell us how and why you first began writing.
I began writing because I started reading, uh, and uh, and so I was very young. And thinking about that today, Brian, requires me to do something I hadn't planned, and that is to talk about race because I grew up in the 50s during Jim Crow segregation. And even as a very young child, I couldn't understand the world I lived in. And so I read stories as a young child, but I discovered very early that if I would write about the stories I was reading and write about the world I was living in, then I could understand the world better. And so that's what led me to read and led me to write. Um, it was it was literally writing for your life, and so I'm grateful for the privilege and the format and the gift of writing because it's helped me figure things out, and that's why I still write today.
Wow, that's an amazing story, and it's wonderful that it had that kind of healing and, you know, wisdom type of power for you.
Yes, because if you think about a very young child, I started reading early, like a lot of people who love reading, and we're too young to articulate what's going on. I certainly couldn't articulate what was happening in our country socially and racially, but I found answers in stories, and I wanted to share the power of that, I guess, and even if I didn't at that time articulate it that way. And so writing's been that vehicle for me my entire life.